ladies and gentlemen, self-testing kits are not the future of healthcare management. As both Andrew and I have plainly stated, they're in fact the door back to the past. The future of healthcare care management is that it should be safer, more reliable, and more proficient. This is not self-testing kits. The room for error in healthcare management is almost non-existent. The capability of error in self-testing kits is huge. As both me and Andrew have stated, there is a huge possibility of error in self-testing kits. They do not possess the gift of hindsight that would allow them to reassess the results. When they are finished with them, they just become a piece of medical waste that offers no explanation to the symptoms you suffer from. Now, the proposition might tell us here that doctors, being only human, will make mistakes. But they have expertise and have been trained for up to 8 years in order to deal with that. The great Greek philosopher Socrates, when asked what he thought of the future, said, "The future will be better. The future will be beautiful. The future will improve those things me and you need most." The thing me and you need most is healthcare. Self-testing kits can play no part in this vision of a beautiful future. On a point of rebuttal, they said that the self-testing kits will drive down cost, but money is scarce now, so the purchasing of a self-testing kit and a trip to the GP and treatment will only add to the pile of bills piling up on your doorstep. Self-testing kits encourage you to avoid the expertise of doctors. Our opposition concentrated quite heavily on embarrassment. If it is embarrassing to go to a doctor for a test, surely it is just as embarrassing to buy one off somebody in a pharmacy. Also, with regard to embarrassment, surely they won't go to a doctor if the test is positive if they're embarrassed, if they couldn't go for a test in the first place. Doctors take a Hippocratic oath to keep medical history of patients secret. These doctors on the end of a phone line that you've said are on the back of these self-testing kits don't. Receiving damning news that you suffer from a disease that could potentially kill you from a piece of plastic is cold and callous. Doctors receive specific training in order for them to deal with this. The lack of regulation of self-testing kit is something our opposition danced around like Torval and Dean, but they're skating on thin ice. People will put way too much faith into these self-testing kits, ending with millions of people being killed in the long run due to misdiagnosis. The captain of the proposition said that the test for chlamydia and gonorrhea will save lives, but unfortunately they are not fatal diseases. In conclusion, these self-testing kits are not necessary. They do not pose any medical benefit outside those of diabetes. If self-testing kits are the future of healthcare management, then the future looks very bleak indeed. Thank you very much.